Almost done, almost done. Sorry, sorry. We're almost done. And there we go. All right. Should I get like a sweet treat at the end? So yeah, basically, this is buldak noodles, microwaved, obviously, because I'm in a college dorm. Don't tell anyone in my college that I'm off an edible, because there's nothing in my dorm room. You can't report me. You can't report me. I'm not doing anything wrong. Search me. You're not gonna find anything. Anyway, but yeah, 420 mukbang because I had to. It's 420. Happy 420, everybody. So let's get into the story. This happened when I was uh, 17, 18. I was on that cusp, the edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. Has anyone heard that song? Um, but yeah, so turn the lights on. Got the euphoria lighting. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this. So it was summertime. It was springtime, summertime, and I had like just graduated, gotten out of school, and I was like feeling myself, and I was all up on that app, doing things I should not have been doing, talking to strange men. Mm, mm. Yeah, just got out of high school. I was on this app, and me and this dude met before I turned 18, and like it was this older man, but yeah, he was like super into me, and he would buy me like clothes. He would hang out with me. He would like take me places. Um, we were like always trying out new stuff. Mm. And what eventually ended up happening is that one day, um, I'm like in his car. We meet. Okay, okay. I tell my mom that I'm going to work, and when I would tell my mom I was going to work, I would be like, I would get at least, I would be gone for at least like 6 to 10 hours to 12 hours. Sometimes I would come back like super late, but usually it was I wasn't really gone for that long. And what would happen is that I would call in sick to work. I loved calling in sick to work because like I basically had a whole reputation for like doing it, but I I called in sick to work. I was like, "Ugh, I'm sick. I don't feel like coming in. I have allergies. Da 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 da." And they pretty much always let me. They didn't really care. So I eventually um, I started to walk to like this area that I would go to meet with him because like he would always pick me up in the same spot. I would make him pick me up in the same spot, like very off the beaten path, like nowhere my parents could like see me, like nowhere near relatives or anything. So yeah, we met there and he picked me up, and he would always like smoke cigarettes. So like let me like describe this guy, right? He's like, I forgot how old he is. He's like got to be like 60, 70, 60, probably 60. Bald, bald, completely bald. I forgot what his name was. Is that a bad thing? But yeah, bald. gray hair, gray mustache. He had a mustache and like a beard sort of vibe. It was like a goatee, I think. Yeah, like a goatee. And he was always like shaved, clean shaved, everything. And I think he wore like these like weird Mormon like undergarments. It looked like those more like the undergarments that Mormons wear. Maybe he was Mormon, I don't know. But yeah, he claimed to be bisexual. So yeah. Mm, mm. So after I got there, I'm like chilling on my phone, talking to him, like, hey, you want to meet up today? And he's like, yeah, let's meet up. So mm, he picks me up, just like I open that fucking passenger side, I open the shotgun seat, and just like cigarette smoke just billows out. It just pours out of there. Like it's bad. It's nasty. And he has like a cup like filled with cigarette ashes, and he's like dumping it in there, like water, cigarette water. That he like dumps it in, so that it doesn't like catch fire. It was like so gross. But yeah, what usually would happen is he'd pick me up, take me back to his place. We would do the deed, and he would take me back. And on the way back, he would like pop the trunk, and inside the trunk was my money that he would give me. He would give me money. So I think he would give me around like 60. It had to be, yeah, like $60. That's usually like the flat rate for most like escorts and hookers, like for like cheap hookers, is like $60 per date. So that's basically the rate I was running. Like, I would love to have charged $69, but I wasn't that expensive. I wasn't like top shelf. But yeah, he took me back to his place, and just fucking I'm talking about in it. He was in it. And I had my face in that pillow, and I was just taking it. I was just taking it. I didn't care. I think I was already like off of something. I'm not sure what I was really taking. I think I was taking like a whole bunch of like the DXM, like the cough medicine stuff at the time. Like I was on like super high doses of that in particular. Like imagine having like a really bad cold and like taking a whole bunch of NyQuil. Like that's basically what the fuck I was on. Like, it would seem like. And sometimes like I would walk in there on fucking like Benadryl, on hydroxyzine, on off a perk, off of a um I didn't care. Like whatever could get me through that sort of ordeal of having to like sit there and just like be this guy's fucking hole, his wet hole for like an hour, because he takes an hour. Just like anything that could get me through that, I was just taking it. But yeah, this time he was like, let's go on a date. This time. um and so I think like after we did the deed, he took me to the movie theater, the local movie theater. And the movie theater was really nice. It has like it was a nice place, because like I lived in fucking Vallejo, which is like just a beautiful city, just beautiful city. And yeah, we went to the local movie theater, and I remember I got a fruit snack. He bought me a fruit snack and a drink and everything. And it was just like, it was really nice, just buying me stuff and making sure I was all set. And before we go in to see the movie, he gives me these like peach ring edibles. These like edibles. See, I told you guys this is gonna be a 420 story. 420, happy 420. Um, yeah, and they were good edibles. They tasted brilliant. I love them. I don't know if he gave me the whole pack. He probably did. I don't remember. Like Edibles do not last me like that long. Like I could blow through a whole pack of 1 gram edibles like within like a week. Like I don't care. Like I'll double my dose. I'll take as many as I want, and I'll walk in there and I'll be fine. But yeah, um, it was an interesting experience that night because I was just like fucking sitting there and I was like getting super invested in the story. And mind you, I've never seen any of the Saw movies. Any of the Saw movies. The only thing I knew about Saw going into watching Saw 10 was I knew the would you like to play a game, and then like the TV, and then the puppet, and then the no 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 no. Like that's all I remember from Saw. But apparently, yeah, my sugar daddy was just like super 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 into Saw. So yeah, we go sit down while we're watching the ads that play before the movie. I'm like fucking munching on these snacks. Like I basically eat the whole thing before the movie even starts. And you know, like we're just sitting there chilling like on our phones and stuff, and then the movie starts, and then the lights get dark, and then like we get all comfortable, and then he starts like putting his hand on my thigh. Like putting his hand on my thigh. And it's just like we're not about to do it in a movie theater, right? Like I'm not Alanis Morissette. I'm not. Another version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in a theater? Like I wasn't on that type shit. Um, does she speak eloquently? No, I fucking love that song. I love Alanis Morissette. But anyway, I wasn't doing that. But yeah, just hand on my thigh, feeling me up and all that, like trying to go further and further and further up, you know what I mean? Like playing that little game of like chicken or whatever it's called. But yeah, it would it's so stupid. Like the situations I was putting myself in. Mind you, I think I was still 17 at the time. So yeah, just giving me edibles, like fucking turning me out. Mm. Can you guys hear the chewing? Do you like it? Mm. Yeah, wet and messy. I don't waste. I don't waste nothing in this house. If that food fall out, I'm picking it right back up. I'm not eating off the floor though. So yeah, we're watching this fucking movie, and I'm just like, the part that really like pissed me off about this movie was like the prostitutes. No, no, the prostitute. Like the whole prostitute, she's getting fucking like R worded, and this fucking and after that, that's when like he like swoops in and like gets her out of there. Like, didn't he just like he let it happen to her, and then he saved her and got her out of that, and like knocked her out or whatever he had to do. I forgot how it went, but yeah, he like took her, is it the stripper, the hooker, and he made her saw her leg off. He saw her leg off. That shit pissed me off. Saw her leg off, become like an amputee over some fuck shit. Like I don't even know, I don't even remember what the reason was for her like demise or whatever. Like didn't she die or some stupid shit like that? She had to like get as much bone marrow from her leg as possible to like fill the thing, but then she didn't fill the thing, and then she died. And it's just like, how are you supposed to like bone marrow, bone marrow. That was so stupid. Just so fucking stupid. And it's just I felt so bad for her because like I liked her. I like hookers. I was basically it was basically two hookers just like fucking sitting there. I saw her and she saw me, and we had that connection, you know what I mean? Like we were both just two hookers, just fucking doing the best we can in the situations that we were put in. And she just got happened to put in that situation. And while she has her leg being sawed off, this like fucking grown man in his like 70s has his fucking hand on my leg, and it feels like my leg is being sawed off. That's what that felt like, right? Like, so that shit was crazy. That was a parallel. That was a parallel I drew there. I didn't even prepare that one. That was just a natural parallel of the situation. Yeah. So after that, yeah, I we learned like the Saw backstory and everything. Like he has cancer and da 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 da. You know, just because you have cancer, you don't have to make everyone else's life miserable. You know what I mean? Like I feel like life usually like teaches people enough of lesson by itself. Like, and he's not going after like super super bad people. He's going after like regular people like you and me. So it's just like you know, ContraPoints did a video on this about how it's just basically torture porn, which it is. Um, the I'm down, and I'm just sitting there on this fucking edible, like almost like freaking out. I don't think I got up from that chair one time during that whole movie. I just sat through the whole thing. I was glued to my seat. I couldn't leave because I felt like if I had leave and went to the bathroom, he would have followed me and we would have done something in the bathroom that I would have regretted. So yeah, I didn't go to the bathroom because I don't like bathroom play. Bathroom play is nasty. People piss and shit in there. Piss and shit. This is nasty. You don't fucking do that. Sorry, you could tell the edible's hitting. Are my eyes? My eyes aren't really like red, but I feel it. I feel it. I took the edible like an hour ago. Off campus. In case anyone from the college is watching, I did it off campus, so you can't do anything about it. Sorry, don't send this to anyone. This is between you and me. I need a break. I'm like over steamy right now. I need a break. Uh, so good. That was the only drink I had, and I just completely finished it. I feel like I'm not gonna finish this whole thing. Like, would it be bad if I just like didn't finish this? Like, do you have to finish the food in a mukbang? I thought the edible would help me. Like, I'm sorry. Mm. Mm. I'm being force fed by you guys. You guys are force feeding me. No, I've never done that kink. I've done a few other kinks. You know, should I tell you about the? We'll save that story for another day. We'll save the story for another day. The choking out story. Oh my god, you guys aren't ready for that. You aren't ready for that. I'm having so much fun. Just evil. Anyway, um, sorry. So, what happened after that? Um, yeah, I think we like smoked a little bit of weed and like hung out and like just like talked about the movie. And it's just like I remember at the time I was just like, it's so fucked up. This movie is gross. This movie is terrible. You people are sick for watching this. People actually watch this. This is sick. This is gross. But I low key did fuck with like the twist, not the twist at the end, like the setup and payoff of the end of like the little boy like coming into like help at the end, I think it was, or like he had like helped in some way. And then there was like the seesaw with Saw and his daughter in his own trap. In his own trap. Like that shit was crazy. You and your own daughter up in the trap. Up in the trap, in the Saw trap. Honey, get trapped. 420 trapped that bitch. Anyway, um we yeah, I remember like watching it and just being like, wow, this is like, clever. And like the seesaw and the blood the blood waterboarding with blood. That is fucking psycho. That is some psycho shit. That's crazy. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Craziest shit I've ever seen in a movie. Just fucking like old man just being fucking waterboarded with blood on a seesaw. On a seesaw operating table. Two seesaws seesawed together. That is fucking mental. Like, how do you come up with that bullshit? That was the that was nasty. And I was just sitting there with my fucking drink in my hand, like, this is crazy. And that edible was hitting. Sorry, that edible was hitting. And that edible was fucking tearing me the fuck up in that fucking movie theater seat. And I was just sitting there like, oh, like I felt like I was there. Shit was coming out the screen. You know what I mean? Damn. I gotta save this for tomorrow or something. I don't know. I don't like hearing it. Sorry. If that like triggers people. Because some people like eat while they're watching a mukbang. And like watching me while eating, I'm sure that's very difficult. Mm. I'm just watching my Instagram story. I always watch my Instagram story. But if I could, I would go back to whatever Instagram stories that I was posting at the time. Because this probably happened like summer of 2023. So um it would be very difficult to find, but it would be in there somewhere. Oh my god, I'm gonna die on live stream. I'm gonna die on live stream with 3 viewers. It's gonna be so sad. But it's okay. I'll go out. I'll go out with a smile. Mm. 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 Yummy. Oh, so about the estrogen situation, a little estrogen update, since no one wants to keep up with my Instagram, which will be linked in my bio. I don't think it's actually linked yet. I'm gonna go link it of my YouTube and my bio of my YouTube, camgirl.mp4. But yeah, my estrogen journey. So I've been doing the shots recently. Um, fuck, they hurt bitch, like a bitch, because I'm so bony. I'm so bony. I don't got no muscle, no fat. It's just like the needle. I swear that needle almost touches my bone. I could feel it going all the way down to my bone. So yeah, I've been struggling to like find places to inject, but I've I'm getting used to it. I'm figuring it out. It's all DIY, black market estrogen, by the way. I'm on black market estrogen, black market injectables. But yeah, uh, yeah. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. I will. I will. I'll finish this and then I'll end the stream. Okay, because that's basically the tea when it comes to the Saw movie Sugar Daddy story, right? Just like it was a terrible day. Like the things I would do for that man for like 40, $50, and it took all day. I mean, I got some use out of him in the end, at least. But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he's like locked up now because of like minors. And like, the FBI called me, not the FBI, a detective. A detective called me and he was like, "Hey, I'm on his case. So like what was the tea?" And I told him the tea. I told the detective all the tea. Cause like I just like I don't live there anymore. Like I can't really get much out of him. So like what I did was I went back into our messages and I found some very incriminating evidence of him like actually talking about meeting up with minors. So yeah, I'm glad I'm getting him like locked up and stuff, like getting him off the streets, getting minors away from him, you know. Maybe saving some kids' lives. But yeah. Yeah. That was crazy. I don't feel like finishing this. I'm just gonna put this in my microwave, okay? And I'm just gonna reheat it later because I'm like so exhausted from eating. I feel like I need a break. Like, how do like mukbang people must like just like fucking fast for like days before doing their videos because I can't finish this little thing. But yeah, it's been good talking to you guys. I know when I'm overstaying my welcome. It's been 33 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's long enough, right? You finished your meal. You don't need any more story time from me. You can go find another video, okay? And I'll talk to you later. Cam girl MP4 out. Peace.